when Matt comes and drive away on him.
Drive away on him?
Yeah!
Good Saturday morning, guys. SeeJayAre here with
Gameboy,
Teddy, Andrew.
Andrew's got the Andrew cam back this week. Hopefully it works out. All cameras are charged and ready to go. Hopefully it stays that way. I apologize for last week's footage. Should be another huge weekend. I know I said this last week, but there's even more community sales this week. It's just gonna be a matter of picking the right one. I have to be very strategic. I have to think about where my competition's gonna go. Number one, I have to think about where I've been previously, if I've cleaned the area out. There's actually 5 community sales, and we're gonna go to the one, we're gonna start at the one that in the area that I've hit probably the least, which I think is the best idea. And it's actually an area that I don't think there'll be as much competition, so hopefully this time it pans out. We've had a few weeks now where we haven't got the most retro stuff. I'm still happy with what we got, but I'd really like a big weekend like we had that first weekend of the season there. Let's do the segment where Matt talks about what he's collecting this week.
Oh, I'm collecting for GameCube, PSP, and PSP UMDs.
You got some...
What?
You got a booger on your lip there.
Do what?
A hunk of something. Are you saving that for later?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
Throw
part
it
of
out
my
the
food.
window.
That's my
Welcome back to another episode of What'd You Eat for Breakfast? What did you eat for breakfast, Matt?
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms. Teddy, what'd you have?
Here you go.
Cereal.
Toast.
And I got my banana because I'm trying to lose some weight because I'm too chubby. Anyways, here we go to the first sale.
Big. Good.
I don't know if I need one or not.
Oh yeah.
No, because I don't need any more.
Daddy, I found
Oh,
them.
what is it?
Daddy, I found them.
If you wouldn't happen to have any old video games left with you? I got a PS3.
Ghetto Blaster.
Okay.
Those loud tunes probably have disc in it, so I
Okay.
should play it.
Right.
Should play some tunes.
Yeah.
It's a good
Yeah?
idea, bro.
You want to,
Want to hear it?
Yeah.
Matt. Matt.
Yes. What? Okay. Oh, well, cool. Should tell your dad.
That'll.
Yeah, I saw that.
What are these?
I don't know, just be careful.
What?
Oh my god, so much fun.
Andrew yelled. He said that
Okay.
he saw the wrestler and said, you ride a tricycle.
Yeah, you can like yell stuff out and...
You said you ride a tricycle?
At all the games there were, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay. It's mostly all sports games, Matt. Except for F-Zero.
I think I see a Gravedigger.
Okay. What would you want for it?
I have no idea what they were.
He said like 60.
I don't know if I could go that high.
What's your offer?
Yeah, I know what that is.
I could offer you 35. It's just it's all sports games, and sports games are $1 a piece.
Go for it.
Okay, 35 good.
You guys don't play it, right? Look, just sitting there.
It's a free fun, but I
Doesn't
I've never had a chance to try them.
doesn't really compare to a PS4, does
Yeah.
it?
It's like there's a PS4 and I'm like,
Yeah.
this is so
Especially the
good.
sports games. All right, we just made our first pickup of the day. First Nintendo 64 of the year. Actually went to a sale. Guy said he had an N64. He went to look at it, but couldn't find it. He said they're moving, couldn't find which box it was in. Next sale we went to, the girl said she had an N64. They brought it upstairs. There it is. It's in great shape. There's some boxed games in there. We'll go through everything when we get home. 35 bucks for the bag full of N64 stuff. So good way to start the day, and surprisingly, the first N64 of the year. As you guys know, I'm kind of known for picking up N64s, and I'm surprised that this is the first one. Oh, PSP, the older one, okay. Alright, just get out.
So you guys look after you're done?
Yep.
This is early.
8 o'clock's not early for a garage sale.
Yeah, for me it is.
Can you check if that's in there?
I have that one already. But I went yesterday.
What would you want for it? Do you know if it still works?
Plug it in.
Do you have an idea of what you want for it?
You make an offer. That's the way I roll.
PSPs.
Probably like $1.50 a game or something.
I can offer you 20 bucks for it.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
good. Let's just plug it in.
Okay.
I know it works. If it doesn't, my son.
They have a pretty good track record. I'd be surprised if it didn't.
Yeah, me too.
Sometimes they have like laser issues, but Matt, can you give me that money you have? Where's the other 20? I gave you 40.
You gave me 20.
I gave you 40.
No, you gave me $20 bill. I didn't touch
No, I gave you $40.
You put it. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. I thought you only gave me 20. I didn't see that.
You can turn it on. I don't know how to play those. Dude, you know what? You get because you are so. Oh, I like your hat. Look at this one for the dudes.
Wow.
Check this one out.
A pop-up?
Whoop-a-daisy.
Look at that one. Pop-up.
I'm telling you, my kids
That's
were
awesome.
spoiled. Now you are.
Say thanks, guys.
Cheers, bud.
Thank you
Have
so
a good
much.
day, huh?
Appreciate it.
Daddy, I found some light. Teddy, this is Teddy, you know this whole entire thing are books.
Awesome.
I can't even get in.
Teddy,
You want to put this on your lap?
Nope. Flip around.
And this.
Okay, everybody quiet.
Oh,
You ready to show your stuff? All right, guys, 2 consecutive sales. Picked up a nice little PSP lot. Matt's collecting PSP, so that works out well. Got everything in there for 20 bucks. PSP is actually in really good condition. Bunch of games, bunch of UMDs. We'll go through everything when we get home. The boys got some really cool books for free.
is this mine?
That's yours, Ted. That's a pop-up dragon book. This guy was awesome. He gave him a bunch of free stuff. Andrew got some wrestlers.
And this
Lego. Show them the Pokemon books quick.
I wanted the
Don't spill them. Yep, just spill them all. Okay, some Pokemon manga books. Very cool. So that guy was awesome. Super friendly guy. Really nice pickup.
What?
Look at all the Star Wars stuff.
No way!
I had no idea it was
Teddy, come!
How did this happen?
Look at that! Daddy! Look! Really?
Could you do 20 on the DS?
I can't. No. Not for that. It's practically brand new.
Would you meet me at
Look.
30?
Look at Andrew. So much places. Look at it. Daddy, both of us, me and Teddy could probably get these. We don't have them.
Well, I don't know if you guys need any more. That is awesome.
We should get this. Let's get that. We don't have these. And these were with the nature things. Matt, a lot of.
Let me see.
Daddy,
Oh, Star Wars.
Daddy, can we please let these two robots? Daddy,
All right, just made the best pickup of the year so far. Matt has decided to collect for Leapster.
Looks like they fell apart.
Leapster for Matt. Are you excited?
It's not for me.
You happy?
It's not for me.
Look at how happy he
It
is.
fell apart.
It's going for a complete Leapster set, Matt told me.
not.
All right.
I'm not trading my PSP stuff for that.
That's for a lady at work. I picked up something for a kid.
But it fell apart.
Great. Awesome. What about the Dreamcast stuff?
Yeah, it's here in the box.
Oh.
If
Yeah, I could.
you can come, I can take your number and.
Would I'm not from the area. We can wait. Like Dreamcast is something I'm interested in. Like I'll definitely wait if you can go grab it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Do you mind if I just finish with this lady?
Yes, no problem. We can wait. We've got some really good games here.
Teddy, you don't need to get this, okay? You know, I can be that side if you need to go in.
I would buy all of these. I want all of them.
Dark clouds. Jade, those ones are kind of. That one's a good one.
Yeah, I know.
That's a lot of old games.
A Wii game in there.
Yeah, it's a Wii. What's this? Oh, Game Boy. Nice. Like $100. Couple good ones in there. I'll show you.
I don't even know if I have that much. Maybe if I just grab the ones I need, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think I have some of them already.
What, you want with a shirt? What's Daddy doing? What's Daddy doing? Eat your pizza.
Pop goes to Freezy.
Do I have? That's the problem.
Oh, it's cold. Pop goes mad.
Fuck with what?
Pop goes mad.
These are all the ones I need.
If we have calamari, I think
Would you do 40 just for that stack?
50? Yeah, 50.
Oh, yeah, 40. 45? Okay. Yeah, that's Dreamcast. All right, guys, just made a pretty epic score, a bittersweet score. I asked this guy if he had old video games, and he said, yeah, we have tons. So he said he has Game Boy. That's how the conversation started. They went inside, but they couldn't find the Game Boy. He said, we have tons of Game Boy stuff, which really sucks. They couldn't find it. Then he said, we have a Sega Dreamcast. And I was like, oh my God, what have we gotten ourselves into? I'm just wondering now, considering this pile, so he had PlayStation. He said, are you into PlayStation? I said, yeah, anything you can find. So he came out with a box of like some of the best PS2 titles I've ever seen at a garage sale. Really making me wonder what he has for Dreamcast right now, but he couldn't find them. He took my number. He tried, I tried as hard as I could for him to go look. Really disappointed there, but we got a stack of ridiculous PS2 stuff, all in mint condition. So you can see the titles in here, really good stuff, some really good PS2 RPGs, a bunch of stuff that I didn't have, and definitely some upgrades of games I did have, but these ones are in mint condition. So I paid 45 bucks. He wanted 100 for everything he had. I picked out the stuff that I wanted. I left some of the better titles like Eco, Shenmue 2 on the Xbox. I just grabbed the ones I needed because I wanted to get them as cheap as possible. And I offered him 40 for the ones I grabbed, which is probably like half the games, maybe a little more. And you probably saw it all go down in the video. The video seems to be working well today. So he took 45. And he took my number for the rest of the stuff. I mean, chances are what he'll do is get it all out and then look it all up on eBay and then hit me with the price, which, you know, if I ever hear from him again. I tried my hardest to get him to look. He tried to give me the give me your number and I'll give you a call back when I find them. And I said, listen, I'm not from around here. We can wait. I'm like, if you wouldn't mind just taking a look for them. So he went back in and looked. I have a feeling that they may have found them and maybe even found the Game Boy stuff.
Okay.
And maybe they're holding on to look it up before they sell it at a garage sale. I don't know. Yeah. But either way, ridiculous PS2 games. We'll go through them when we get back. It's been a pretty good day so far. We're gonna move and try out a different area now. Rarely. They don't work, that's a problem. They're hard to buy.
I guess Atari's the same way.
Yeah, and actually Game Boys are bad. And Game Boys, original Nintendos, anything prior, like the chances of them like actually functioning properly are
It still functions
slim.
for sure.
Cool. The problem with these guys, I wonder if there's batteries in it. No. The problem with these guys is the screens go. And there'll be like these, did you notice vertical lines on your screen at all?
I think it does. Let me go grab it.
Oh, this might work. Oh yeah, you got one. Okay. All right, just made a pretty cool pickup. It's been a pretty good day so far. It's around 10 a.m. now. We probably hit 70 sales. Hopefully you saw the video. Asked if they had games, made my whole spiel, said Game Boy, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64, blah, blah, blah. No, we don't have anything like that. She's like, all I have is an old Game Boy. I was like, okay, pretty sure I said that, but anyways, picked up a Game Boy. It ended up being in the box. She pulled out the batteries to test it, which I would rather buy it like not knowing if it works, because usually I have to fix them up anyways. It ended up working, and I said, what would you want for it? And she thought about it a little bit, and she's like, I don't know, 20 bucks, and that was exactly what I was thinking. So got it all for 20 bucks, came with a few games. We'll check it all out when we get home.
Oh, nee. Tracy?
Hi. You're the owner, okay. We're looking for old video game stuff. Like old Game Boys, Nintendos. Today? What did you have?
Does it matter?
Yes. I always have to torture myself and know what I missed. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm looking for like older Game Boys.
We do have that, but my son got rid of it because
Yeah, Nintendo. What do you have? Do you have like Super Nintendo? Never? I can't make an offer.
No.
Retro gamer.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I always
Yeah.
thought that, oh yeah, we're gonna buy this. Would you take like $4 for the two of those?
That wasn't me, that was it.
All right, guys, made another interesting pickup here. Picked up 2 Blu-rays for $1 each, How to Train Your Dragon and Hop. And then this binder full of cards. This is a Dick Tracy set. I saw some Simpsons stuff back here. There's some really cool stuff in here. The other one has some Beetlejuice stuff. I don't want to go near Matt's junk. So. Come on.
Don't say Beetlejuice 3 times.
Beetlejuice. Come on, Matt.
Beetlejuice.
Can you show the cards? No. Just flip the page, Vanna. Pretty cool Beetlejuice stuff. So yeah. Pay $2 each for each of those binders and $1 each for the Blu-rays. So pretty cool pickup.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Okay. Can you check that, Matt?
I'll check that. No, nothing's in there.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, he might have them all in.
Yeah, they could be in a case in here.
Yes, that's probably. Remember when they played all of those?
Okay. Oh, sure. Want to take it all out here?
That game wasn't in the case? No, just leave it in the bag, Matt.
There's a little GameCube folder. I saw it.
So you think you may have sold the system?
Yeah, that's not where it was, and it was. I know it was a really old one, like with cartridges.
All right, guys, made a pretty nice score. Paid $30 for everything. Asked if she had video games. She said that somebody had already asked, but once again, they didn't ask enough. I listed a whole bunch of systems, and it was Game Boy that piqued her interest. And she brought out a Game Boy. There was a Game Boy Color, an SP.
There's a DS.
I can't remember if this one's the 101. I don't think so. whole bunch of Game Boy games, a couple DS games. There was some really good DS games, but they weren't actually in there, so she's gonna look for it. I left my number. We paid 30 bucks for a bag full of stuff. We'll check everything out when we get back to the house. Game Boy Color there also. Really good deal for 30 bucks. And this, of course, will probably cover that whole bunch, that whole purchase. So really good deal there. It's been a great day so far. All right. Matt's going to work.
Drop my boombox at your parents' house.
Okay, have a good day.
Bye. Bye.
Hey guys, so we went back to that sale and they put out a new thing. So me and Teddy got this Lego thing. It's a monster truck.
Andrew, you gotta hold it out further so make sure your camera sees it.
So this is the monster truck thing, and that's how that. And there's the blue one, there's the red one, green, yellow, blue.
How much did we pay?
So we paid 10.
Yep, 10 for both.
10 per both. And then I got this big Lego set, so I could probably build this on my own. I'm really good at building. So me and Teddy and my dad can play with this. He really likes this. He has like instead of the head, and he has a poster of it. So you can see it comes with 2 eyes and one yellow one of those, and then you can get so that green big fighter and that white thing, and then that, and then that, and then that, and then that, and then that. So I think that those 2 eyes are this, and then I think that orange guy is this. So yeah, see you guys when we get to the house. Bye.
All right, guys, here we are back in the game room after a fantastic day garage selling, right, buddy?
Yeah.
Didn't we find some amazing stuff today?
Yeah.
Okay, so Teddy wants to show the stuff that he picked up first, so I'm going to help you. We picked up these. You grab 2, I'll grab 2. Grab those 2. Yep, and hold them up. Teddy got 4 monster trucks, and they all make noise. I don't know what I got myself into. Oh my. We paid 50 cents each for those. So $2 for 4 monster trucks makes Teddy a happy boy, right?
I'm really happy I got these.
Okay, let's show the rest of your stuff that you got, okay? We'll show these quickly. Actually, this is part of another sale. I'll show these after. Show your other cars quick. Who's that? Those are from Cars, I believe. Those
Cars 3!
Cars 3, okay, you know. What else can we show? We got some books, right? We got this Pokemon Essential Handbook for Andrew. And then the garage sale that we went to, the really nice man, was giving us stuff for free. He said, the books are free, I'm trying to encourage reading, is what he said. So I can't really fault him for that. You want to show this one? Show them that one. Open it up and show them. It's a, what is that, Ted? Hey, careful. It's a
dinosaur. That's okay.
Okay, just stay. So a pop-up dinosaur book, very cool. Looks like it's in pretty good shape too. I always loved pop-up books. So he gave us that for free. He gave us this really cool dragon book too, right, Ted?
Yeah, it was like a lot of notes.
Dragonology. It's all about different dragons and really, really cool stuff actually.
And there's like
different types of dragons.
And there's like maps.
Yeah, there's a map, but I think you left that in the car. Let's put these over here. And then more back to the gaming related stuff. Picked up this entire this is like a manga comic book, Pokemon Black and White. Just gave it to us for free. Where are you going? Okay, bring it over here. I could have just passed that to you. Come up here, bud. Yeah, so actually they read Japanese style too. That's awesome. So really cool. Pokemon Black and White manga. Manga. It's a funny word.
Yeah.
Say it, Ted.
Manga Jonga.
Sing your Red Hot Chili Pepper song. Remember? How does that go? Give it away.
Give away.
What other one were you singing? The Beastie Boys song.
Brass.
Brass.
Brunky. Brass monkey. Chunky monkey.
Brass monkey. Okay, Teddy got a Transformer. I believe this one is from like a recent movie. Did you know that this is a fire truck? Fire department, it says. Just gonna get it out there and show them. I think we paid $1 for this, right, Ted?
Yeah.
I think that's all your stuff. Show them this last thing here. The boys are playing t-ball, so we got them a bat. I'm still looking for a tee.
I'm bringing this.
Okay, you bring that upstairs, okay? And go see Mummy.
Wow.
All right, time to go. Raising the kids on the Beastie Boys. Where should I start here? Okay, last two gaming things non-gaming things I forgot to show. Picked up 2 Lego sets. Actually, that's kind of part of this story, so I'll keep that. Okay, all right. Sorry guys, there's so much stuff here. Picked up a whole pile of these little wrestling men. These guys are actually really cool. WWE stars. I don't know what exactly they're called. But they actually have quite a bit of detail and like 3 points of articulation. So the boys will play with these. These are actually really neat. I don't know if I caught it on video. I think I did, but I found a bunch of those old school rubber wrestling men. That's a mouthful. But the guy said that he would do like around $5 a piece. And then Matt asked him how much for one, the Macho Man, which is the one I really was going to buy. And he said $2. So if I had known I could get them for $2 a piece, I probably would have bought them all. So instead, at the next sale, we got all these little mini wrestling guys, which are really cool. I think I paid $5 for all of them. At that same sale, after I paid for those, I asked if they had video games, went through my whole entire spiel, and she said her husband has an N64, but she doesn't think he'd sell it. I said, would you be willing to bring it out and I can make you an offer and we can go from there, which usually works pretty well. Her husband actually pulled up and he said, yeah, go ahead, sell it. And she said, how much? And he said, I don't know, whatever, which is great. Here it is. It's an N64. Looks to be in really clean condition. No expansion pack. It's got MLB Triple Play in there. 2 controllers. Not bad. The stick's probably a 7 out of 10. And probably the same. So 2 good sticks. Really nice, clean. That's always a bonus. And then we got some games here, boxed. I'll go through the games loose, kind of as is. So first up, we've got NBA Courtside 2 featuring Kobe Bryant. F-Zero X. NFL Snickle Fritz Club, 1998, Q James Franco.
Let's get the Snickle Fritz.
I forgot to add the video last week. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, that might be an upgrade for me. Whenever I get games I always go through and see if I need to upgrade. Manuals for the N64, mostly sports games actually. Knockout Kings 2000, NHL 99. Surprising there was no wrestling games. And then we got the box and manuals for NFL Quarterback Club, Knockout Kings, Triple Play 2000, and NHL 99. And I'm sure I need at least 1 or 2 of those. So N64, 2, 4, 6, 7 games, $35. So that was a pretty good deal. First N64 of the year, as I mentioned. As you guys know, I usually find tons of them throughout the year, throughout the season. Picked up these really cool, I just saw these sitting on there and I saw the Dick Tracy card on top. This is a binder full of old Dick Tracy cards. I don't know if it's a complete set, I'll have to go through and check. Oh, looks like it may be. They're all in order. 76, 77, 78. That might be the entire set. That's pretty awesome. And then these ones are awesome. Simpsons cards. Definitely not a complete set. But I like how this person organized them. There's a lot of cards here, that's for sure. Simpsons ones are really cool. Hopefully you can see that. It might be blown out by the light. Too much reflection. Very, very cool. $3 listed on that. And then this binder has these are Beetlejuice cards from the old Beetlejuice cartoon. Hopefully you can see that. Yeah, these are all Beetlejuice. So that's pretty darn cool. $4 for both of those binders. So really happy to get those. A couple miscellaneous pickups here. Picked up Connect Adventures for my niece. I picked up a Xbox 360 for her earlier in the season for like $10, and I had an extra Xbox Connect camera, so I figured these games would be a ton of fun for them to play. This game actually was pretty good. I enjoyed some of the Connect games. 2 Blu-rays this week. Picked up Hop. Not a Disney or Marvel movie, like I said, but I thought I'd grab it either way. Neither is this one, How to Train Your Dragon, but this is a fantastic movie. Number 2 is actually really good too. $1 each on those. So the sale where we got the free books from the guy, I asked if he had video games, and another instance, so this is the first instance of the day, where he said somebody's already been here and they asked if I had games. I think he mentioned PS3. He had a few PS3 games, and I said, do you have anything else? And he's like, actually, I think I have a PS... He said PS Vita. So I was like, okay, Vita, maybe Matt will want it, or I can pick it up if it's a decent price. Maybe my nephews or something like that would like it. He didn't have a PS Vita. He had a PSP in pretty good condition, actually. It'll clean up nicely. Like very minor scuffs on the screen. I tested it at the sale. It works. I believe this is a 3000 model, so the latest model with the best screen. Charger. Let me see what game's in here. Okay, so we've got GTA Liberty City Stories. Interesting, this game is coming apart, and the one that I just gave to Matt, it was the same thing. I wonder if that's like typical of this game. Looks like there's water damage on the back of this manual. We've got Tekken Dark Resurrection in excellent condition. SOCOM US Navy SEALs Fire Team Bravo, that's a mouthful. Dexter, great little game on the PSP. Fire Team Bravo, non-greatest hits. I wonder if they bought that by mistake. This one will be putting in my collection. This is Gretzky NHL 06. One of the last handheld hockey games ever. I think there was an NHL EA game that may have come maybe a year later, but this is one of the final ones. Ew, there's random gum in here. Tiger Woods 2006. And then Ace Combat Skies of Deception, which is another one I don't have, so I think I'll probably add that to my PSP collection. Paid $20 for all that, and Matt actually took a bunch of the PSP stuff. He's collecting for the PSP now, so he got a bunch of UMD movies and a couple games. You can go see exactly which ones he got on his channel. He picked up some other stuff too. There'll be a link in the description below to go see Matt's channel. Go check it out. Comment on his videos. He may be the hardest working man on YouTube. He posts like at least a video a day sometimes. Sometimes more. Where to next? This was kind of a cool pickup. Another instance where I asked about video games and the lady said, oh, somebody already asked. But I was very specific. I'm looking for, this is weird because I said, looking for Game Boy, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube. And she said, no, we don't have anything else. Sorry, we just had some Xbox 360 stuff, but someone bought them. All I have left is a Game Boy. And I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure I said Game Boy. Anyway, she goes in. Game Boys are really hit or miss. She seemed like she was a little bit attached to it. So I was like, oh, she might have it, but she probably want too much money for it. Usually they don't work. If they do work, they've got the vertical line issue. Which actually kind of helps me sometimes because, you know, I can point out, oh yeah, it's not working quite as it should, but I can fix them up is what I usually say, and that's usually what I do. She tried plugging it in with this, and this didn't work. But she put batteries in, and then we didn't think it was working. Then I turned the contrast reel, and lo and behold, it actually works like perfectly don't know if you can see that, but there's like no vertical line. So I didn't know what she was gonna want. So I actually said, what would you want for it? And she said, I don't know, I was thinking 20 bucks. And that's exactly what I was gonna offer her. Even as is, if it wasn't working, I probably would have given her 20 bucks for it. I failed to mention to you guys that it actually included the box, which is amazing. I think that's the same one that I have, yeah. I'll have to see. I think my box is in a little bit better condition. The foam is a little bit broken, but you know, just to be able to have the box with it is super cool. It's got some manuals, free batteries. That always helps. Those will probably last a year. Super Mario Land. Fantastic game. Love that game. We got Tetris, which I think was packed in. Tetris game, yep. And the manual is there for Tetris. And then Dr. Mario. That is all you need for this console to have a ton of fun. So 20 bucks for the boxed original Game Boy. That ended up being a great deal. Okay, we're gonna go to this one next. So I approached a sale, asked if they had video games. Right away he said, yeah, I have tons of retro video games. And I was like, okay, great. I don't know, I never want to show too much excitement, so I say, oh, that's great. Can you bring them out and I can make you an offer on them? So he said, he kind of looked up and he's like, I gotta think of where they are and blah, blah, blah. He mentioned Game Boy. That's the one that piqued his interest. And he looked at his kids and said, can you go find your Game Boys? They couldn't find the Game Boys. In the meantime, he was like, what about PlayStation? I'm like, yeah, I'm interested in PlayStation 2. And he said, and then he's like, the only other thing I have, I think, is the Sega Dreamcast. And I was like, oh, okay. In my head, I'm like, yeah, Sega Dreamcast. He couldn't find it. He actually, you know, to his credit, he started off by saying, if you leave your number, I can give you a call. And I hate when that happens. So I said, I told him I wasn't from the area. And really, I'm not. I'm like a 25-minute drive from there. You know, would you mind just taking a quick look for them? I can wait. I'm in no hurry. Which he's like, yeah, I'll go look. He couldn't find them, but he did find a bin. I think I got it on camera, full of PS2 titles. And easily the best PS2 titles I've seen at a garage sale ever. So I offered him, I asked him just to get a gauge of what he was going to be asking on his games. And he said $100. I think there was probably 40 games there overall. No, maybe less, maybe 30. So he said $100, which would have been a fine deal. There's some really good stuff in there, as you'll see. But I said maybe there's a bunch of stuff that I didn't need. I mean, like Eco was in there. I don't know. God of War, I think, was in there. Stuff like that. I'm just like, I don't really need another copy. I just kind of wanted to focus on ones that I didn't think I had. But I didn't want to pull up my app because and go through, because sometimes people think you're pricing stuff out if you're looking at your phone, maybe pricing on eBay. Anyways, I paid $45 for this stack of PS2 games. All mint and complete. This guy definitely took care of his stuff. This is making me nervous. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. This is Dynasty Warriors 3, but it's got a white disc. It is NTSC, so it is North American. Mint condition. I'm going to be swapping any ones I do have. I'll be keeping these. This is Grandia 2. Oh, I didn't even clue in. This is the Grandia, not Gradius. That's hilarious. I don't have that. That's a PS2 RPG. I'm like, oh, Gradius. I'm like, that's a nice shmup. I didn't even clue in. That's amazing. Dynasty Tactics, which I probably would prefer more than Dynasty Warriors. This is Wizardry, The Tale of Forsaken Land. Let me know in the comments below if any of these are worth like a bunch of money. Not that I really care because they're going in my collection. But some of these I've never even heard of, including this one. This is an Atlas title. Yeah, Wizardry, Tale of the Forsaken Land. Pretty sure I need all of these. This is Ys, The Ark of Nepotism. I'm hoping, good, thank God. That's a overlay, pre-played overlay. Konami title. I'm actually playing Ys. What was it? Ys, The Oath of Felghana? No, that's the other one. I'm playing the latest Ys game right now on the Nintendo Switch. It's really good. Ys, The Ark of Nepotism. Good one here. I believe I do have this one, but from what I remember, I'm missing the manual, so I picked it up. This is Shadow Hearts, a Midway RPG. Never heard of this one. Ring of Red. 3D Strategic Warfare. This looks kind of like Valkyria Chronicles. Konami title. Again, mint and complete in mint. Silent Hill 2. Konami game. Sugunai. Another Atlas title. I've never heard of this one. Sugunai Atonement. I was hoping that Rule of Rose would be in here. I passed up Rule of Rose. It was in like a bigger cardboard box at EB Games, GameStop. This would have been the year that I started collecting. It was $19.99. No, that's how much it was, not the year 1999. It was $20 and I passed it up. That one still bites. Heroes of Might and Magic. Don't have that one either. Dark Cloud 2 I have, but from what I remember, I have the greatest hits version. And there was something wrong with the disc. These are great, great games. Actually, I've also got Dark Cloud 1 here. I can't believe the condition that these are in. It just makes me think when I see these games what he may have on the Dreamcast. I should mention, he took my number for the Dreamcast stuff, so the weird thing about that is I'm happy, very happy to get what I got, but it stings because the chances of him pulling out all his retro stuff and just calling me or texting me right away without looking it all up on eBay first are extremely slim. So if I ever do hear back from him, which are slim chances already, as most of you guys know, callbacks just never happen. If I do hear back, most likely he'll look up all the stuff on eBay and see what it's all going for. Which, I mean, I might still buy it depending on what kind of deal we can work out. Okay, Dynasty Warriors 2. This is the only one that is not complete and is a former Blockbuster rental. Yuck. It's got that nasty Blockbuster sticker. And I think I need that one too. This is Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. I know that this one is pretty sought after at one point. I don't know what it's going for anymore. And then this one I know is a little bit more uncommon. Champions of Norath, which I believe I need for my collection. So as you can see, $45. Fantastic deal. All right, and we're back after a hat change. I was having camera issues. So picked up these games for 45 bucks. I was about to say that there's probably a couple games in here that probably approach that number by themselves. So really good deal there. Very happy. Hopefully I hear back from that guy. And if I do, you will see the footage. On to the next deal. Another sale that I approached where I asked if she had video games. She said she had some this morning, but they sold. I think it was some PS2 or PS3 stuff. And I said, do you have any older games? Game Boy, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64. She said, oh, someone asked this morning. But we kept talking. I was like, yeah, we're looking for the older games. And, you know, I'm like the cartridge. When I said cartridge-based games, that kind of jogged her memory. And she's like, I might have more stuff. Leave your number. I think I have more stuff downstairs. And I said, you know, there was no one at the sale. So I was like, would you mind just taking a quick look for me? Whenever I give my number to someone, I just never hear back. And she's like, oh, okay, I'll go check it. I was like, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really do appreciate when people are willing to leave their sale and for a few minutes and go pull something out for me. So thank God she did. She came with a basket. I think I got it on camera. Bunch of random stuff. I could see some DS games poking out the top and a GameCube game, which was this right here. Super Smash Brothers Melee. Disc is in good condition. No manual, unfortunately. The basket had a bunch of manuals in it, but none of them were Smash Brothers Melee, unfortunately. But it gave me a glimpse of other games that may be there. You know, Mario Tennis, I think, was there. Mario Golf. A couple other games. She said that she thinks she sold the GameCube already. I think this stuff was just kind of left over. There was a bunch of good DS games in there. Stuff I missed out on. Both Advance Wars, a Final Fantasy, Mario 64. Some really good DS titles. But when I went to check the cases, which is what I always do now, I actually got Matt to check. The game was not in there. I did find 2 games at the bottom of the basket that were loose, so I put them in the cases and picked those up. They were Metroid Prime Hunters, Animal Crossing Wild World, and this randomly was thrown in for some reason, Super Mario Bros. New Super Mario Bros. So those were pretty good pickups. I grabbed this thinking that it would be a DS Lite to go along with the DS games, but when I opened, I thought the games might be in here, but when I opened it, I actually had a Game Boy Color and a Game Boy Color Atomic Purple with a ridiculous sticker on the back. That's probably gonna have to be I'm probably have to put a new case on this just because of that crazy thing. It's like there's batteries. Oh, it works. No sound though, but it does work. I can fix these speakers. Not the hardest thing. I think I've got some extra still. That's one thing. Like when I was negotiating the price, I said, you know, I'm taking a bit of a chance. I didn't know that she had batteries in this. I'm taking a bit of a chance on them working. You know, I've bought lots before where the consoles just don't work, so I am taking a bit of a chance when I do buy these. So sometimes I mention that in the negotiation. There was also a GBA SP, and this works too. Crazy. I don't know why that would have been charged if it was sitting in your basement. It's a 100 model. There's something on the inside of the screen, it looks like. I don't think it's a dead pixel, but whatever it is lighting up like a Christmas tree. So that's good. They both work. And then a bunch of Game Boy games. I don't actually know what is here. I did see that there's one Pokemon game because that was inside this system. The Game Boy games were inside a bag that Matt had for the most part. I think I don't remember what they were if I saw any of them, but most of them were in this bag and I just said, Matt, here, hold this. But there's a bunch of Game Boy Color, and I think even GBA. So I'm just gonna grab and I'll be surprised as I pull them out. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 on the Game Boy Color. Super Mario Kart Super Circuit, GBA. That's a nice surprise. Oh, I see one here. Oop, saw another one. This is the one. I'll pull this one first. I just pulled them both. Pokemon Gold. That's the one I saw. I did not know that this was in there. Pokemon Red. Or at least I don't remember seeing that. Zelda. Link's Awakening on the original Game Boy. Very happy to see that. Ooh, I didn't even know that was in there. Pokemon Pinball with the battery cover. That's amazing. I have a few of these games, so I'll pull the battery cover off that. I think I have Pokemon Pinball already, but it's always hard to find those battery covers. Game Boy Color, Disney's Tarzan. I don't think I actually have that. A Wii memory card. Batman on the Game Boy. I think that will be a label upgrade for me. I think mine's in rough shape. I think there's a chunk missing out of it, I think. 16X Mad Catz memory card. That's like the same one. Ooh, I have a 4X down there. I'll have to swap that out maybe. These are actually really good memory cards. GameCube memory cards are getting hard to find. What do we got here? Championship Motocross 2001 for the Game Boy Color. Tetris. Another Tetris. That's the third copy of Tetris that I got today. Nice one here. TMNT, Follow the Foot Clan. Game Boy Color game, Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. Game Boy case, another Game Boy case. All-Star Baseball 2000 for the Game Boy Color. We've got Mario vs. Donkey Kong on the GBA. And that is it. So, $30. I offered $20. And then I said, let me give you $30 and let me know if you find any of the other games, the DS games that go in the cases. And she said, okay. So that actually ended up being a really good deal. Maybe even the best deal. This is probably still the best pickup of the day, but there was a lot of good stuff in there. I didn't even realize there was that much stuff there. But really good pickup for $30. Some great Game Boy stuff. Good day all in all for original Game Boy. Got one in the box with a bunch of great games. So that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Much better day today than we did last week. Like I said, we didn't do anything different. Things just kind of went our way a little more this week. I hit tons of sales where people took my number. Several sales where I could just not convince people to go get their video games. You know, we've got them in the basement, leave your number. Yeah, so we'll see if any of those come through. I'm guessing not. And if they do, I'll add them to the end of this video. So hopefully this won't be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to follow me on Instagram. Check out Matt's channel in the description below. You can follow me on Instagram and you'll see this stuff as I pick it up throughout the day. Thank you guys, and until the next episode.